Go. Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Maths and Science tutorials. If you are new here, kindly share, like, comment and subscribe for more interesting videos and updates. We've already begun the business, which is what probability and statistics, okay? So we are going to continue from where we ended, all right? So please, if you are new here, kindly visit my previous lecture videos before attempting or watching this video in particular, right? We are just building upon what we already know, all right? Good. So today we are going to talk about factorial divisions, all right? Good. Let's start, the business. So if I have one factorial expression, okay, over another factorial expression this way. So this is an example. 6 factorial divided by 5 factorial. What does it mean? So 6 factorial over 5 factorial. 6 factorial simply means what? 6. Then times what? You reduce it by 1, you get what? 5. Times what? 4. Times what? 3. Times what? 2. So you get to 1. So 1, then I stop. Then all over, what do I have here? 5 factorial, right? I have 5, then times what? 4, times, just reduce it, right? Times 3, times 2, times 1. You can just multiply this and multiply that and divide, right? But 1 cancels 1, 2 cancels 2, 3 cancels 3, 4 cancels 4, 5 cancels 5, so therefore I have what? 6. As simple as that. Viewers, this is time consuming, right? I want to give you another alternative you can work out for this, all right, without any stress. So viewers, before we do that, we have to, to look out for certain, technicalities over here. So first of all, what you do is to note this. So first of all, what you do is you will look out for the higher expression, okay? The factorial with the higher expression. So 6 factorial and 5 factorial, which one is the highest? Okay, it's 6. So first of all, you will look out for the higher what? Factorial what? Expression. Then 2, once you are able to figure out the one with the higher factorial expression, okay, now you pick that higher factorial expression, then you will reduce it to lower factorial expression. In other words, you pick out the higher factorial expression, you reduce it so it levels with the lower factorial. What does that mean? What it means is this. You pick the 6 factorial, okay, then you adjust this. In other words, you reduce the 6 factorial so you get what? The lower factorial, which is what? Which is the 5 factorial. So you reduce the higher factorial expression until it levels with the lower what? Factorial what? Expression. Why are we doing this? Viewers, please, we don't memorize mathematics. You should be able to appreciate. Whatever you do, there should be a reason. So we are reducing higher factorial expression until it levels with the lower factorial expression to make cancellation easier. So to what? To facilitate what? Cancellation. As simple as that. So viewers, we are going to tackle this same question, all right? Good. So we have 6 factorial over 5 factorial. Using my strategy, okay, using my technique, what can we do? I said, first of all, look out or figure out what the one with the higher factorial expression, which is what? Which is 6 factorial. What do you do next? You reduce 6 factorial to this. In other words, you reduce the higher factorial until it levels with the denominator, which is what? Which has a lower factorial, expression, right? So I have what? 6 over here, right? 6 factorial simply means 6, then times, what do I have? Reduce it by 1, you get 5. Viewers, if I want to end over here, what do? I'll add my factorial. Viewers, please, I've explained all this. Why we are ending here. If you want to end here, why must we add factorial? I've explained this from the introduction. Okay, alright. So I have 6 times 5 factorial. So because I have 5 factorial here, and this 5 factorial levels with the lower factorial over here, I will just end at this point. So I have over what? What do I have here? 5 factorial. So that is the whole meaning of this. You look out for the expression with the higher factorial. Is that not so? What do? Then you reduce this higher factorial until it levels with what? Until it levels with the lower what? Factorial expression. Why? In order to facilitate cancellation. So what do? 5 factorial is common to this 5 factorial. They will cancel out. Eventually, what do you have? You have your 6. Viewers, is this not incredible? Is this not beautiful? Other than you doing this, you multiply 6 till you get to 1. All over, you start from 5 till you get to 1. Then you start cancel. This is what? Time waits for no man. Time is money. So this is a special, case, right? This is a strategy. Reduce the higher factorial expression. That's one. You look out for that. The second one, of course, which is the last one, you reduce the higher factorial expression until it levels with what? Until it levels with the lower factorial expression to facilitate cancellation. We've seen it over here. So another example, we have, let's say 10 factorial over 8 factorial. This is very simple. This is very, very trivial. So what do? 10 factorial and 8 factorial. Which one is the highest? It's 10. So I have what? 10. Then times, what do we have? 9. Will I end here? No, I will not end over here because with the lower, factorial expression, you don't have what? 9 there. It's rather 8. So I will reduce, the higher one to what? To 8. But if I want to end at 8, what do? I'll bring my factorial over here, right? Then all over, I have 8 factorial over here. 8 factorial cancels 8 factorial. So therefore, we have what? 90. As simple as that. You can work out for this thing using this strategy. You can even do this within 3 seconds or 2 seconds. Alright, good. I'll give you more examples, okay? The ones involving, the unknown variables. And, alright, good. Okay, so we have question number 4. Evaluate the following. Number 1, 8 factorial over 5 factorial times 3 factorial. Alright, so what's the first strategy? We said what? Spot out or figure out the expression with the higher factorial expression. And in this regard, it's 8. Alright, so this is the same as, so the first one we have 8 factorial over 5 factorial times 3 factorial. So this is what? We have 8, then times 7. You don't have 7 here, right? So times 6. You don't have 6 here, so I can still move further. Let's say times what? 5. I have 5 here, right? So I can end at 5 factorial, or I can do the same multiplication and end at 3 factorial because of this. So it's either you end at 5 factorial or 3 factorial. Alright, good. Then all over, what do I have? 5 factorial, then times 3 factorial. What happens? 5 factorial cancels 5 factorial. So therefore we have what? 8 times 7, then times 6, then all over. What is 3 factorial? 3 factorial means 3 times what? Reduce it by 1, 2. Reduce 2 by 1, you get what? So 1. That's all. So what do we have here? We have 8 times 7 times 6. Then all over 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. So 6 cancels 6. So therefore 8 times 7, we have what? 56. As simple as that. Let's work out for the second question. Okay, viewers. So the second question reads n factorial all over the expression n minus 2 factorial. So viewers, now you'll be wondering which one is the one with the higher factorial expression. Okay, let's work out for 1 or 2 stuff over here. Now you ask yourself, okay, n factorial, what can I do over there? You know that n factorial is the same as what? N, then multiply by what? N minus 1. Is that also? Then what? N minus 2. So, do I want to end here? Yes. If yes, what happens? You bring your factorial sign over here. Then all over, I'm ending at this point because of the denominator. You see? So that you have a common term over there or common expression. So I have what? N minus 2 or factorial. So n minus 2 factorial cancels n minus 2 factorial. So therefore what we have? We have what? N times what? N minus 1. As simple as that. You can still go ahead and what? And expand this. You have what? N squared minus n. It's also acceptable. Alright, good. So viewers, you will realize something. What can we observe over here? So you can see that n factorial, okay, is greater than what? N minus 2 or factorial. Why? Why? Because we got n minus 2 factorial from n factorial. Once you are able to identify the one with the higher factorial, okay, that one will be reduced, okay, to a form in order for it to level with the lower one, so that you can be able to do your cancellation. So therefore, n factorial is bigger than what? N minus 2 or factorial. Now the third question reads, so here we have the expression n plus 1 or factorial. So I have n plus 1 or factorial over n factorial. This is very simple, right? So which one is the bigger one, right? N plus 1 or factorial, okay, is greater than n factorial. Why? What do we know about n plus 1 or factorial? So we have a copy and paste, right? So n plus 1 or factorial means n plus 1, then times, what do we know? N minus, times n. Do you remember this? If you are new here, go and watch my previous videos. I've explained all this. So, for revision, okay, purposes. You have n plus 1 or factorial. What does it mean? I have n plus 1. Then there's it. You copy and paste this. Afterwards, you subtract 1 from the expression. So I have n plus 1, then minus 1. If I want to end over here, I'll bring my factorial. So I have n plus 1. Then what do I have? N. Positive 1 minus 1. What do we have? We have what? Only n. Because this goes to 0. You have factorial. Okay. So that explains why we have n over here. Do I want to end here? Yes. So because I want to end over here, I'll add my factorial here. To throw more light on this, I want to end here because of what? Because of the denominator, which is n factorial. Okay. So that is even an indication to me that, okay, at this point, let me end over here, right? I have all over what? N factorial, right? N factorial cancels n factorial. So therefore, I have what? The expression n plus 1 as my answer. So we'll appreciate, this topic by solving examples to throw more light on this. Okay, so we have on the board, evaluate the expression n plus 1 or factorial all over the expression n minus 1 or factorial, right? Good. So we have n plus 1 all factorial over n minus 1 all factorial. So what can we do over here? So what can we do to n plus 1 all factorial to get n minus 1 all factorial? Or what can we do to n minus 1 all factorial to get n plus 1 factorial? So the trick is to identify the ones that can be broken down. In other words, the ones that can be simplified to get what common terms or expressions to facilitate cancellation. So which one is the highest? It's the first one, right? Because if I have n plus 1 all factorial is the same as what? So you have n plus 1. Then what do? So you subtract 1. So you subtract 1 from n plus 1, you get n over here, because minus 1 here, the minus 1 here will render the whole here what? 0. So you have your n over here. So as you move forward, what do? N minus 1. Then what do we have? N minus 2 in that regard, right? But because the denominator has what? N minus 1. So I will end at this point, okay? Because I want to end over here, I will bring my factorial sign over here. Viewers, go and watch my previous videos, okay? On, the introduction to factorial concepts. Okay, I've explained the strategies involved. Then, all over, what do I have here? N minus 1 or factorial. What is common? This is common to that, so they will cancel out. So therefore, what do I have? I have what? N plus 1 times what? Times n, or n multiplying what? N plus 1, right? You can also go ahead and simplify. N by n is n squared plus n times 1 is n. As simple as that. Okay, so we have the second question. We have the expression 3 minus 1 all factorial over 3n minus 3 all factorial. So which one is the highest? It's the first one, right? Good. So here 3n minus 1 all factorial is the same as what? Copy and paste, right? 3n minus 1. Then what do you have? 3n. Then you subtract 1 from the negative 1. You have negative 2. You have negative 2. Then you have what? 3n minus what? 3. Because I want to end at this point, I have what? My factorial sign here. Then all over the denominator here, which is what? 3n minus 3 or factorial. What is common? This. We'll cancel this, right? So what do we have? We have what? 3n minus 1 multiplying the expression 3n minus 2. As simple as that. You can go ahead to expand. Alright, that is it. Now, and the last question to end factorial division. You have n factorial, then all over n minus 3 all factorial times 3 factorial. What do we know about n? Okay, we know that n factorial is the same as what? N, then to bracket what? N minus 1. I have minus 3 here, right? So I'll move ahead. N minus 2. Then what? N minus 3. Because I want to end here, I'll bring my factorial sign over here. Then all over, what do I know here? I have what? N minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So this cancels this. So therefore, I have what? N into bracket n minus 1. Then I have what? N minus 2. Then all over, what is 3 factorial? 3 factorial is the same as what? 3 times 2 times 1. So therefore, I have what? N, then n minus 1. I have n minus 2. All over what? All over 6. So this is the same as what? There's 1 here, right? This is the same as what? 1 over 6. So 1 out of 6 times what? N, then n minus 1 times n minus 2. As simple as that. Viewers, this is the end to factorial divisions. Alright? So far as Tindanious Science and Maths YouTube channel is concerned, we are going to explore